Yo, happy Wellness Wednesday. This King Rip, you feel me? I wanted to read to y'all a little something because y'all one of y'all sisters done said something that caught memory, that caught everything. So I want to take y'all through something right quick. Just bear with me. Thank you, Lord God Almighty. May you have a blessing to your sweet, precious word, that it may nourish, strengthen, and heal our souls and bodies. Give us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, insight, discernment, discretion, spiritual talents, gifts, skills. Forgive us for our sins. Cast them into the sea of forgetfulness and remember them no more. Restore our blessings in Jesus' name. May you erase all of our trouble, extend our lives, Lord God Almighty, and may you lead and guide us, Lord, and prepare us for the second Exodus. In Jesus' name, so let it be written, so let it be done as it is written. Thanks be to God. This is what I have done so far. Isaiah chapter 9. Nevertheless, the dimness shall not be such as was, and the vexation when at the first he lightly afflicted the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and after did more grievously afflict her by the way of the sea beyond Jordan and Galilee of the nations. Verse 2. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them have the light shined. I don't know if y'all really understand what that is, but line that up with Psalms chapter 23, and then know why these individuals are crying when I shine, y'all. And they tell y'all, turn away, do this, do that, to, whatever, right? Bear with me. And I'm still shining, y'all. Don't worry about that. Verse 3. Thou hast multiplied the nation and not increased the joy. They joy before thee according to the joy and harvest. And as when the men let me start over. They joy before thee according to the joy and harvest, and as men rejoice when dividing the spoil. Meaning they're thinking about profit. They're thinking about something to do with money, you know what I mean, money. But don't worry about that. For a lot of y'all don't worry about that, because that's also written, especially for y'all females, because my concubines came like that too. A lot of them came, from being in love, being hurt, you know what I mean? A lot of them came needing money, and they just fell in love, because it just happens. It always happens with me, So I never had that problem. Verse 4. So I get that real clear. That doesn't bother me. That's supposed to happen because it's meant to bring more and more and more, because y'all were already meant for that stuff. These things are needed, and I understand that, Verse 4. For thou hast broken the yoke of his burden. We all know the officers, they're all males. We protested against them already, and whatever they think that they had as a lie over our country, over a lie over anybody, that's all broken. I did that. That was my job. Everybody has their assignment, that was mine, amongst a lot of other ones. And the staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, as in the day of Midian. Now, I want y'all to really take heed when I tell y'all this, because I'm going to go into some details. Just bear with me. On Midian, there's a mountain. Now, in that mountain, Moses approached because he was called and told to go. Moses couldn't look at me back then. Moses couldn't look at me at all. Now forget the appearance that you see right now. And those of y'all in Tacoma that know that story, Moses was told to take his sandals off because the land is holy. The ground he stand on is holy. I say that out here too. This country's holy. Do you get what I'm saying? So for these individuals that couldn't see me, y'all seen this multiple times. They try to hide. They try to hide behind devices. They try to hide behind noise. They try to hide behind, speaker box. They tried to hide. That's because they already convicted and they already know that I'm God. They already know this. No other man has done this. Do you get what I'm saying? And when I told y'all, when y'all see the Father, y'all are seeing me. And when y'all see me, y'all see the Father. This is what it is. You feel me? This is what it is. That's why they're like that. And I talk a lot about atonement. Realize when Moses turned and he faced a different way and I'm going by him, he lit up just like that. Now remember, in Bellingham, when I was just talking with Tegan, and her whole body was lighting up, and that was just 3 conversations of honesty. No man trying to sneak in like a snake and try to deceive, say this. Y'all don't need that type of stuff. When these council cultures came, what did they come as? Like a little bad person right here and a little good person right here, and they're just like you don't need that. They breath stink. You don't need that. I'm just being honest, Let's continue on. I want to leave y'all with that, because this land too is holy. It's very holy. Verse 5, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. I just said that. That's why they try to tweak their cars and to making their engines sound loud, or their mufflers sound loud, or they'll play on connect their phones to some type of Bluetooth or something on their vehicles and try to have some type of harassment. Now they're not like our country. Nothing's wrong with our country. Where we're headed, nothing's gonna be wrong when we get there. But the whole thing is, the confused noise. And y'all can line that up with, Isaiah chapter 25 verse 5 is gonna be in there. Isaiah chapter 45 is gonna be in there. The confused noise of the foreigner, the stranger, because Americans never acted like that. They're treason. They got legal problems. They're not a part of our country no more. And instead of getting a lawyer, they do what they do while we pick them off, basically. That's the confusion of the clan. That's it. That's all. It's not really us. And garments, I'm going to read that again so I can read the whole thing for y'all and interpret it properly for y'all. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, meaning when they say they're trying to do this, we're trying to do that, we're trying to scare, or we're trying to do, and then come on, that's just noise. Sound waves, baby. Sound waves. Feed it in, because it ain't doing nothing but giving you strength and energy and more focus. Like you're listening to a baby cry that you just had the baby, and then you're taking care of that baby, and you're getting more focus, and you're learning, okay, this type of cry means this type of cry means that. Okay, this type of cry, they just need some attention. I was just in there, I'll be in there, I gotta get this. And you're focused on everything, and you're waiting for that cry to either lower the tone or turn into a different cry, or you get ready to finish whatever you're doing, and then you could go in there and play a little around, comfort the baby, have the baby laughing. If the baby needs to come out, go proceedings like that. That's how you use sound waves, and garments rolled in blood, meaning bums. They don't wash their clothes. They oily, bloody stuff like that. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Meaning that's why we burnt the COVID bodies. They cannot be buried, because the majority of the people that died from COVID, they were council culture. They started it. They started that SARS disease. I was down there when they did it. You feel me? So, and I'm still here. I never caught it. You feel me? So I kept telling them, God is here. God is here. And they just wanted to hide behind religion. They wanted to hide behind everything. They're hiding now on cybercrime. You can't hide. Like, you get what I'm saying? But verse 6, for unto us, meaning the United States, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. Meaning, you know, I told y'all how I feel about my government girls. I told y'all I got a military family. I told y'all a lot of stuff already. You feel me? Like, I let y'all know. And it don't have nothing to do with stalking. It don't have nothing to do with nothing. It's just that they already confirmed for a long time and just had to sit back and let nature take its course, that they already knew I have the blessing. They already knew that who I was already. And even as a baby, you know, the Amazonians, they was finna get ready to raise me in the jungles in Colombia, which they pretty much kidnapped me from my mom when I was a newborn and took me to the Bronx. You feel me? I was getting ready to get on the flight and skedaddle. You feel me? My papa, he had to go out there like, nah, you know, like the mama gonna kill me. You know what I mean? Like, you know. But there was a reason why they did that. When you have the Son of God, the Christ baby, in your hands and your arms, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna leave that baby here? Or are you finna take that baby somewhere else so that baby can do what that baby do? Because that baby gonna grow up and go after everything wicked against women and children and bring back eternal life, as my description is. Do you get what I'm saying? The God of gods, the Lord of lords, the King of kings. Do you get what I'm saying? This is verse 6. And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. I don't know if y'all really be watching my videos. I don't know if y'all really see it's a big difference on how I address, you know, the ones that's counseled. You get what I'm saying? Counsel culture, the disloyal ones, you know what I mean? Versus how I talk to everybody else, you know? Verse 7, of the increase of his government, because we're going back to take over. That's just, it's written. They're waiting for us now even. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a castle that needs to be rebuilt. The cities of David, which is my ancestors, that need to be rebuilt. And then we're expanding. You get what I'm saying? And I already see myself being the one to build the freeway through the ocean. You feel me? Let's see, verse 7. Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end. I told y'all about atonement before. I'm multitasking. Like, come on, work with me here. You feel me? Like, work with me. Work with me. You feel me? Like, we doing this. This is 2024. I'm not finna spit poetry to y'all. This is not like centuries ago. This is not like, you know what I mean? Like, nah. That's for in the household. You know what I mean? And everybody that's coming, y'all free to come. I'm funding it. I'm paying for it. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm paying for it. So I'm not telling y'all no. I'm only saying no to those who are predators, you know, against women and children, and just like foul, disloyal type of, you know what I mean? Like, no, everybody has their thing. And if you're chosen and you choose to come and you want to see what it is, because I'm giving like, literally, there's crowns. You get what I'm saying? And it's heaven on earth. So everything is being atoned for. That means diseases is getting ready to go away. Bye-bye. Death is getting ready to go away. Bye-bye. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I want to prepare y'all, and I kept saying it. You know? So I want to prepare y'all for this. And now I'm hitting y'all with scripture. That way there is no question mark. You feel me? Never mind. I'll tell y'all why I speak a certain way against, you know, disloyal individuals that are against women and children and stuff like that. And why? So, shall be no end upon the throne of David. I told y'all my ancestors, I already know, you know. And upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment, with justice from henceforth and forevermore. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. I'm already sealed. You know, verse 8, the Lord sent a word to Jacob, and it hath lightened upon Israel. Verse 9, and all the people shall know, like y'all do now, even Ephraim and the inhabitant of Samaria, they that that say in the pride of stoutness of heart. Verse 10, the bricks are fallen down, but we will build with hewn stones, and the sycamores are cut down, but we will change them unto cedars. Just speaking about, you know, how we're finna get it, everything the way King Solomon had it. That way, you know, now the Christ can have it. Do you get what I'm saying? That way everything is everything. As soon as y'all start talking about me, I want y'all to really know y'all are ministering. As soon as y'all throw it out there like, hey, you know that's Jesus, right? you know that's Jesus, right? Like, this is why everything was so strong. This is why everything, because it was written. These things are in the Bible. Out of all the things that people would ever thought, like, hey, you know, do you think this would have came out like this? Do you think this was like, this was real hidden? Like, come on, the Lion of Judah, the Son of God. I kept throwing it out there. Who else was flashing with their eyes and the music? Who else was doing that? Of course, it was something that our government was watching. Like, hold on, he's finna come out. He's finna come out. Palm was saying too much, and everybody else was saying too much, for anybody to not like catch on. Like, oh, those boys are spiritual. And those boys are really, they really, you know, they really with it. You feel me? So it wasn't that, you know, individuals wasn't supposed to talk. That was that, you know, because I can bring back whoever I want to life. I just choose not to bring back predators. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I love it when he said, you know, need Jesus Christ to save my soul. Please tell me where to go to make it whole. And I like it when he said, in a different verse, in a different song, he said, so I rise from the grave to your church songs, like I was Jesus Christ. Now what you gonna do when Paul comes knocking at your front door, baby, once more? Like, come on. If I'll tell you the interpretation on how I interpret it. He already knew he had certain things, but he also knew he was coming back. Tupac said the same thing. He's coming back. He's not worried about that part. You get what I'm saying? This is what happens when individuals are really spiritually connected. Now, don't get it twisted. You feel me? Like, a lot of things that, you know, some individuals may not understand, but that's what it's meant for. You gotta come. You gotta seek. You gotta, you know, come on. Look at the Oh No video. Oh no, you know what I mean? Listen to the lyrics. It's reality. I independently did what I did to show y'all how much money is involved with this, how much life is involved with this, and then it eased on out like, nah, hold on, this lines with scripture. So when I couldn't hide it anymore, because it wasn't time for that anymore, oh well, they popped me, you know, like, yeah, this is me. This is me. That's why I'm so quiet. This is me. You know what I mean? Like, this is me. I speak things into existence. So sometimes it's good to just, you know what I mean, and just listen. But as soon as I'm listening, it's coming back into, you know what I mean? And then at the same time, I'm answering right away. I'm answering those dreams. I'm answering those prayers, because I'm created to do certain things of a variety. So that stuff is not supposed to be controlled or contained. It was only supposed to be contained for a certain reason. So I'm finna double back, because chapter 4, y'all already know, ladies. Y'all already know. You know, and that day, you know, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our reproach. Because so many people is trying to break your heart, and so many people is trying to use y'all, and then so many people is trying to have y'all constantly repeat the same, I call it retard. You get what I'm saying? Because you're doing the same thing in vain. You're not breaking the chain. Like, if you see this happen, okay, this happened, okay, that happened. Like, nah, nobody's that desperate. Nobody cares. You feel me? Like, I'd rather wait. And those are spiritual numbers too, because everywhere I've been, y'all see a lot of females went out. They went out, and after the riffraff was done in that city, that state, guess what happened? They out there now, bam, looking for their man. They're doing whatever it is, because I already drew out all the creeps. I already got rid of all, like, I got rid of it. Everything that was hidden, they're still being knocked off, but they're not a threat like they was trying to be. You feel me? So out here in Tacoma, Washington, y'all see the same thing. A lot of y'all getting ready to travel, and I'm getting ready to reach back, because this thing is running short, because we're almost done with this investigation. We're almost to the end, and we're in the federal courts already. You feel me? Because it's a federal investigation. So who would have ever known? You feel me? Like, but that's treason. You know what I mean? And that's what they get for trying to target our country. So of course, I'm finna, while y'all was taking care of y'all business, I'm finna go out and I'm finna handle mine. And that's why I dealt with them vicious the way I do, and that's why they traumatized the way they are. And I single-handedly did that. So it was very hard for me not to say, oh damn, I'm not the Christ, I'm not Jesus. You know what I mean? It was very hard to which I wouldn't have said it anyway, but still I kept on interrupting, the towers, the 5G towers. I'm interrupting it with as they say, paranormal activity. You get what I'm saying? But they're hearing live conversations of, there's no death in this one. And everybody that I've been with, all those females, they're not tasting death. They look younger than I do. And next year I'm gonna be 40. You get what I'm saying? I'm getting younger. But that's that one. And then verse 2, it goes into, and that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. Meaning the second Exodus, atonement for the world, meaning, everybody not being able to die immortal, you know what I mean? Because I had to do it a certain way. Things had to happen a certain way. Verse 3, and it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem, meaning those who basically stay here, those who are still in this country, because this is also the land of milk and honey. After all, I was born here, so that counts for a lot. So I traveled back east, back this way, back east, back this way. Like, I did that purposely. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, this is what is written of this country, especially once we get rid of council culture. This is what it is. That remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, even every one that is written among the living in Jerusalem, meaning written in the book of life. This is heaven on earth. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. Until we get to the new earth. Like, that'll be another story for another question that y'all have, and I'll go into some details with that too. Verse 4, when the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof, by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like I said, we've been burning the bodies, because they can't be buried in our soil. Now, that one, I want to leave that one for y'all to read that through. Now, this one, this is what I want to and I'm gonna start at verse 8. Chapter 3 of Isaiah. I'm gonna start at verse 8, because y'all, especially y'all in Tacoma, y'all hear a lot of this. Idiots doing this, you know what I mean? Trying to act as though, but let's get to it. You feel me? Verse 8, chapter 3 of Isaiah. For Jerusalem is ruined, which it was, you know, and Judah is fallen, which it was. But I'm from the tribe of Judah, so that's, you know, not as accurate anymore. It was, but not anymore. We're all here now. You get what I'm saying? We're doing our thing. Because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. Who's coming around? You get what I'm saying? Who's coming around and they're like, you know, but they're council culture. Now I'm finna hit it two ways because I multitask a lot. So I'm gonna hit it two ways. Who's council culture? They've been here right along with us. Some of them probably family members of y'all, but y'all are on y'all assignment against them. And then they don't even know it. They're gone because that's how I did them. Do you get what I'm saying? Amongst a lot of other things. For what they were doing against people, you know, mainly females and children. You feel me? So that's why they we want to block the women, which is segregation, which is you know, we already abolished that. So that goes into slavery, which is a capital crime. That those are tactics that we don't want to you know, but realize that's a lot of that. But remember, I always told y'all to look on their faces, right? Verse 9, the shoe, meaning the look on their faces, their countenance, doeth witness against them, meaning they look alike. They got that same, like, you know what I mean, that same, like, you know, they look alike. You get what I'm saying? And they declare their sin as Sodom, meaning when y'all see them out here and they're like, oh, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do, and they're screaming all out on cybercrime and everything like that. Like, come on now, you know what I mean? Like but that was their weapon, because they had that COVID in there. And now COVID, I locked it in there. They ain't passing that no more. I locked it in there. That's why it ended so fast. You feel me? Like, come on now. They hide it not, meaning they're confessing. That's why I be sometimes y'all hear me and be like, verse 48, and I be remixing it on how they just sitting back confessing all this stuff, and it's in vain. Like, you're not finna do none of that to me. You feel me? You never have and you never will. That's not finna happen. You feel me? Like, I'm not even entertaining that, you know? But this is what's happening to them, because they have legal problems. They shouldn't be in nobody's business. They have legal problems. Woe unto their soul. Because, like I told y'all, as soon as they mess up with me, they ain't got 5 years to live. And ain't no telling it out of that time, because it's going to be torment out of that whole time. And then they're going to go. You feel me? This is just my history with it. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Evil unto themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it is. You feel me? Now, verse 10, which y'all see me do, and y'all get it in my videos a lot. I'm going to line it up with scripture. Why do it? Naturally, because I already know. Like I said, I'm a walking this. You feel me? No matter how many of their lives I already, you know. Let's do it this way. Verse 10. Say ye to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, her. Like, you get with y'all. It'll be well with y'all. Y'all not a part of them, so it's gonna be good with y'all. Y'all survived me. Do you get what I'm saying? I was able to torment them because of what they were into, the life they lived. You get what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with good or bad. It had something to do with being wicked and being a part of that type of mentality. I don't know if y'all read Genesis chapter 19, but there's a way that I got rid of the city of Sodom. Do you get what I'm saying? Amongst Gomorrah, but I really put emphasis and attention on the city of Sodom, which was males, because they were the problem. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't put it this way, the same way y'all seeing them now, confused and like, I did the same thing back then too. Now, be well with them, for they shall eat the fruit of their doing. Meaning, y'all doing it legal. We John Wicking them. You feel me? We're doing it legal. I don't know how many times they done screamed out, they're afraid of my family, they're afraid of this, they're afraid of that. Like, why did you come around me then? Just because I'm quiet and I'm known to move, I'm known to move. You feel me? Like, and when I move, I'm constantly around angels, death angels. I'm constantly around, and y'all see. I don't know if y'all seen the movie Crow, but whenever he came, how many black birds came out? Those are death angels. When y'all see me out here, what do y'all see? The same thing. The only difference is they don't harm y'all. They'll protect, but they won't harm y'all. They'll run off something because they're getting ready to kill it. That just as soon as it came around, that's the whole intention. That's the whole command given out. So that's exactly what's going to happen. That's why it said, woe to them, they brought evil upon their own soul. It's more than just a life. They'll render to Caesar, which is to the legal system. What's the legal system? But you still got to pay your dues to the Lord. And when you pay your dues to me, I'm also cutting your soul. I'm also taking your soul. You feel me? So I don't want nobody to think that it's just, it's a game of talk. No, it's not. Talk is cheap. You feel me? Your tongue brings life and death. Let's get back to this, because this is way more important, because y'all already know all of this stuff already. You get what I'm saying? Y'all already know that. This is what I've done. Now, that was for first the righteous, now 11. To the wicked, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. What happened when I addressed that, what they were doing to y'all vehicles, breaking in only female vehicles that these wandering officers was telling these bums to go do? What did y'all see me do? I totaled their vehicles. I'm the reason why that was happening to their vehicles, because they tried to target your vehicles. So they're coming up against the daughters of God. So this is what's going to happen. Bam, 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 bam. Now they had somebody co-sign for them to have something a little new. They shouldn't get happy-go-lucky with that one, because I'll have the same thing happen if they keep on trying to front like they something natural when they just look like narcs to me. Trying to fit in, and then on the phone, this is what I need, this is what I need. You feel me? Like some weird gray Jeep going down the way, and the dude bald-headed, fat, out of shape, and he's slouching down like, this is what I need, this is what, and he riding in a car with a female. That should have been what he needed. But like I said, they rewarded evil on themselves. They brought it on their own self. Like, you don't do that. You don't act like you finna stalk me. I'm only into females. If I was riding in a car with her, I would have been cleaning the plate. She would have been driving a hella slow or down somewhere else where she can actually focus. I would have been way down there, because she didn't look too ugly at all. The little bit that I did see, you feel me, through the tent windows, because I'm known to look through pretty much anything. Do you get what I'm saying? And I showed y'all how to do it too, because y'all be locking eyes with me, ladies. When I'm on that bus and I'm on that transit, and it's very difficult when the sun, for somebody else to go and look through, but y'all look directly at me and we lock eyes, and y'all even play with it too, and keep on going. Like, yeah, we on that. We've been practicing. You get what I'm saying? Y'all are listening to the Lord. Y'all not just listening to, a friend or a lover. Y'all doing the combination thing, and that's making y'all untouchable, unstoppable. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. That's why back in the days, the angels came down to marry the women, because the women always been goddesses. They didn't get the command. I never gave the command to Eve. I gave the command to Adam, and Adam turned around and didn't blame the snake. He blamed me, and he blamed Eve. That's a difference. That's a difference. Y'all see the same thing, which lines up with atonement. And Genesis chapter 3 will explain it to you too. These men will blame the woman, and then they'll turn around and blame God, but they won't blame themselves. They won't blame the devil who's tormenting them, because he don't have permission to torment nobody else. He don't have permission to do a damn thing but go after council culture, to go after these idiots that are treason, these disloyal characters, that they all have an identical look on their face, blank, because they're screwed already. They know it, So let's get down to let's get down to verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which led thee, meaning these officers, that these clan members we protested against, hit the streets with, those who they which lead thee cause thee to err, meaning they know they're lying to people. And they was just trying to cause confusion in our country. Realize, every time you hear about the confusion in America, you hear what? Racism in America. You hear discrimination. You hear that. Like, you don't really hear too much of anything else, but the core of it was what? That was from the Klan. Now that we got they jackass, do you get what I'm saying? Now we got everything. And now do y'all see where it said how I'm speaking to y'all kindly, and how I'm speaking to them like I'm supposed to. When they're gone, though, don't worry about it, because it's not fitting for a king to use profanity, so I won't be using that anymore. Do you get what I mean? Now, to err and destroy the ways of thy path, meaning following them will cause you to err and destroy your path. And they unconsciously know it, but they have legal problems. They're not even... Why would somebody have legal problems and want to go after your soul? They're not just asking you to break the law with them and join them and all this other stuff. Like, who's going to tell somebody they're going to hell, come with me, come with me, come with me? Like, no, that's not a happy place. Not a happy place at all. But, yeah, this is verse 13. The Lord standeth up to lead, and standeth to judge the people. Pretty much y'all just heard me do. Verse 14. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people and the princes thereof. For ye have eaten up the vineyard, and eaten up the vineyard. The spoil of the poor is in your houses. We already know they was into cannibalism. That's why Lady Gaga wore the meat dress at the music awards and said what the females were going through in human trafficking. I ended that. Do you get what I'm saying? I did that. You know what I mean? If they wanted to act like they didn't oh, we don't like this, we don't like that, he did this, he did that. I showed the world, don't underestimate a book by its cover. Don't try to blame people and say and stereotype or racially profile, because I showed that the least amongst you can do the greatest things. Don't underestimate a book by its cover, and be careful who you be entertaining, because you may be entertaining something just like me that cannot die. You may be entertaining something that's supposed to save your life, and you're too busy accusing the brethren. You're accusing people, you're accusing them, and that same thing that was supposed to help you now turned its back, and something else is coming to kill you. Watch how you talk about people. I'm not the one that you want me to hear you talk. I'm not the one that you really want to lie to. I'm not the one that you think you're going to lie to, because you're just going to confess to me anyway. I'm the light of the world. What's hidden in the dark is going to come out to light. You get what I'm saying? But notice, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge the righteous or the good or the bad. Y'all are righteous to me. My description is very clear, and I just basically read it. I'm on the predators. I'm on those who is, and their whole thing, eating. If you're eating a vineyard, you were eating people. Proverbs chapter 1 says the same thing. And that's why they look tore up. They don't really eat. They don't. You feel me? So this is what it be. Verse 15. What mean ye? What mean ye? That ye beat my people to pieces and grind the faces of the poor. They're talking about cannibalism. Saith the Lord God of hosts. I addressed it. I'm the only one from this country, any country in the world, on social and person. I'm the only one. So if they had a problem with me, these deputies, y'all can laugh now, America. The world, y'all can laugh now. You know why? Because the Klan should have never burnt any type of crosses. And this is a Christian country, and they were already letting it be known from the giddy that they were domestic terrorisms. We abolished slavery. They ran to have a badge. Those who hid in the county jail, they made sure those who were falsely arrested get convicted illegally. I went and addressed everything. Here we are now, getting rid of it. Our lawsuits finna help the feds get in there, like everybody knows, and then they're finna come right back. You feel me? With that, which why Busy Bone and them made the Thugs Cry video. You feel me? That's getting ready to happen anyway, so that's a good thing. Now, to go to my description that y'all are very, very familiar with. You know, my description. Just so y'all know, you know, I'm, you know, I like to, you know, because I know it. And this is Ezekiel chapter 4. So y'all know why, no matter, in those of y'all that's been in, you know, relationships with them, why they grumble so much they can't taste their food. I took that away from them. They're not supposed to know what it feels like to be human if they are treating people the way they were treating and talking about God's daughters the way they were talking about them. They're not going to be treated fairly, if you know what I mean. You feel me? Like that's not supposed to happen. Everybody who helped them so far, I'll tell y'all a heads up, they're dead. Just for trying to come up against me, just for trying to come up against me for helping out this country, helping out our country, helping out innocent people that was being oppressed and they were being targeted for human meat. No, thank you. They just had to cough on you repeatedly. You know what I mean? That's why I locked that in their lungs. So that's, let's see. All right. Verse 15, Ezekiel chapter 4. Then he said unto me, Lo, I have given thee cow's dung for man's dung, and thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith, meaning burgers. You know, I'm that's my command. You know what I mean? And I know y'all already seen when I be eating, I get the burgers, I just be like, like, you know what I mean? Like I be, you know. But I'm doing it a certain way, so I still eat beef. Don't get me wrong with that. You know. Verse 16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight. When it's mentioning they, it's not talking about us. It's not talking about our country. It's just talking about council culture. That's it. That's all. You feel me? They will eat bread by weight and with care, and they, meaning they're thinking about it as well. They're thinking about it before they eat, because they know it was made with water. It was made with water. Now they ate human flesh. Do you get what I'm saying? So no, there ain't gonna be no more DTZ, no downtown zombies. You get what I'm saying? That's stupid. That apocalypse stuff, that was stupid. These were led in error. But that's a different story. I'll tell y'all how they did that and got them, you know, like what, you know what I mean? But I messed them up even more. I traumatized them even more and taught y'all how to do it, and y'all just ain't nothing like a woman scorn. I'll tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you, because I you know. But yeah, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. That's why y'all never see them, if you notice, showering. They never can get in the shower. You know why? Because the water in our land is holy. I'm here. I was born here. This land is holy. So think of what happens when the vampires get hit with holy water. The same thing happens to them. That's why they're never showering. Their skin change complexion. It starts peeling. They get in that soap and water. It's over. It's a wrap. They're just like, it's burning them. It's changing everything. And this is proven. You know what I mean? This is proven. You start spraying stuff down. They don't want to touch it because it has something to do with clean. This is how filthy they are. That's why they never mind doodling on themselves or not showering. That's why I call them bums, because they always been known for that. Do you get what I'm saying? Homeless people is not known for that. They get an opportunity to shower, they in there. You feel me? They get an opportunity to work, they're in there. They get an opportunity to get housed, they're there. A bum don't care, so they're gonna just lay up and just cause drama because their whole thing is getting you fired because they don't have anything. Or getting you kicked out because they don't have anything. They don't have any intentions on getting anything. You get what I'm saying? So it's totally different. Just like in a relationship, it's igual. You know what I mean? It's the same. So now to eat their bread and astonishment because when they and drink their water and astonishment because they're scared, it's burning them. It's torturing them as well because. Put it this way. Remember when 2019 they were, the rumors, the water is this, the water is that, and they was trying to get everybody to be dirty. That way they can infect. And no, we stayed clean. They're the only ones that was like that. You feel me? Nothing was wrong with the water. I was drinking tap water from Puerto Rico all the way back to where was I? Puerto Rico all the way back to Orlando to Miami to Tallahassee to Fort Lauderdale all the way back Tucson all the way back to Fresno. And they said people were dying, but those people were cancel culture, drinking the water. And you get what I'm saying? Like the majority of them was cancel culture. Like nobody else that was healthy was dying. Like you're gonna die from drinking water? Like come on now. Are you allergic to water? Like you know what I mean? Like no, like that's not that. You feel me? Like that's not that. But I say it like this. It's just a blessing that nobody didn't go for the okie doke. I literally had to go in there and address like everything. I had to address everything. You wouldn't believe how much I had to address, but it worked. I knew it was gonna work too, and they know it. Our government knew it was gonna work, and it did. You feel me? But it is what it is. You feel me? Like I've been wanting to do this since before. Let's say kindergarten, Head Start. You feel me? Like my parents asked me, my mother asked me, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I told her, be an assassin for the government. I already knew I wanted to fight for our country. I already knew. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew how I was going to do it. I knew everything already. And mind you, I wasn't even a Head Start yet. Talk about all knowing. But verse 17, that they may want bread, meaning they want their greed. They may want bread and water and be astonished one with another, meaning they bicker with one another too. They're not friends with each other. Council culture is can you imagine a gang of narcissists being friends? Nah. They already state evidence on each other. So no, that's already, even council culture is over already. They just don't know it. They know it, they admit it, but it is what it be. You feel me? And consume away for their iniquity, meaning their crimes against us and this country, from women and children and us men, us fellas, you feel me, like that. Their crimes against our land is causing them to literally rot, meaning they will stink. They will, you know what I mean? And I don't know if, y'all know what happens when you've been out there all day in the sun, you know what I mean? And then you come back and then, you just tend to, you're not, showering, and you just get in bed and you just like, ugh. Like, hell no. You feel me? Like, now imagine weeks of that. Then those weeks turn into months. That months turn into years. And then you see these individuals that's not sleeping. They're just like, now for an individual to assume that Obama is giving them earpieces, Obama don't give you earpieces. You feel me? That's who they're working for. So even when we see them out here on the street and we see them trying to act like they cover it up, but we notice they're talking on the phone. They ain't around nothing that's carrying something that's gonna allow them to charge that phone. Red flag. Obama don't give out earpieces. I work for 2 different Obama things when they hire me in Compton and everything like that. So that's another red flag. And then every time we see them, they're around the wandering officers, talking back and forth with them. You get what I'm saying? Another red flag. So when there's federal requirement to report discrimination, realize if they say they're informing on somebody, they're narking on somebody, whatever, you feel me, they're targeting or they're doing whatever the excuse is as a narcissist group, that that the officials supposedly, right, that these wandering officers have them doing that to the community, and they're supposed to gaslight the like, that's not gonna help the Klan stay in the badges. You know what I mean? That's not gonna help anything, because I'm also doing them in too. I'm tearing them up. So ever since I literally stepped on the scene, our country, if y'all notice, it went from boom to boom. And it's going to keep on going. You feel me? It's going to keep on going because we know every last one of them. We know every perpetrator. We know everything, right? So that's just that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't limit God. And then that's where they messed up, trying to limit. And then y'all pay attention to how I warned y'all even now, because of Ezekiel chapter 23, right? Ezekiel chapter 23, verse 48, and y'all tell me what that says, or I can just read it to you. You feel me? Because I literally just did, I've been doing that and warning y'all as well, and y'all tell me that one. You feel me? But y'all just tell me the way y'all see it, and I'll go to chapter 23, verse 48. Like verse 48, you know what I mean? Thus will I cause lewdness to cease, meaning no more lewdness acts, no more lewdness out of the land, and that all women may be taught not to do after your lewdness. Meaning that was a message to council culture. We already knew they were predators, from Capitol Hill on the Congress saying it. They hit in the Trump campaign. Out of all the campaigns, you get what I'm saying? Like that was it. That was that. You feel me? Like this is what it is. You feel me? So now y'all know. Y'all have a blessed, a blessed Wellness Wednesday, and I'll tell y'all this. If y'all trying to get on that list, y'all get on that list. The Wonder Women, they run that list, and y'all that want to understand the movie Wonder Woman, and how she said what happened to the men when the man asked. You get what I'm saying? And she said that they were doing they were doing the same thing, lewdness acts. They was cheating, they was disloyal, they lost their power. It's the same thing with this. How they turned on the women and all that other stuff, and they was messing around with each other. It's the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Now, let me give y'all a sign of the Wonder Woman, because they like putting the X up. You feel me? Now, for y'all that don't know, you feel me? Like what it is, you feel me? The Wonder Woman does this a lot, don't she? And they have a sign that represents, and she said it in the movie too, the Israeli lady, she said it. She said, We're looking for our king. We're waiting for him. Voila. Voila. And then there's the sign on their sign as the lion. You feel me? And then look at the Wonder Woman sign, and you'll piece the puzzle together, because everybody gets visions and they know this is where the king is finna come from. This, and it's just pay attention. And I'm willing to answer any questions. You get what I'm saying? Like, but there's a time and place for everything. But y'all know what it is. You feel me? Like this, y'all have a beautiful night. Enjoy y'all visions. I'm giving them out like a lot. You feel me? So enjoy y'all visions. You know what I mean? And y'all read, research, search, seek, you'll find, knock, the door will be open, and action you'll receive. You feel me? But I'm all about that loyalty. I'm all about the loyalty. If there's nothing that, come on, my household is coming, so yes, I want my sons and my daughters to come if they want to come. And you get what I'm saying? Like for like, I'm supposed to do the music thing, but there's a reason I didn't sign with anybody. You know, like there's people that wanted me to, that was feeling my music, that like we could work with them. You know what I mean? But I want my concubines over my music. No matter how I gotta start, I'll start with anything. Just, I can rock on yours. Just let me do this, let me do that, let me do this. But I also want to bring the next people up and have them established as that's their own. And to me, it's a turn on to have somebody in the household, I'm working for them, and then they sitting around like Cookie without none of the bad experiences, and then they're just paying me like, hey, look, this is that. Look, Daddy, you gotta work. Come on, Papi, you gotta work. You gotta do this. You gotta do this song, because you're speaking this into existence in the world. The world is hearing this, so you need to talk about this. Change it in this direction. Change it in that. Look at the Matrix 4. Look how dude got at Neo. And he was the one that cheated on his wife by spiking a woman with a cake in a previous movie. And he was bummed out. He was, is you after all these years. Now imagine, he wasn't really talking about Neo. And I'm a Leo, by the way. But he wasn't talking about Neo. He was talking to him as the one, meaning the Christ. And then he started talking about the cannibalism and how they, you know, face you can suck. And then he started talking about how they doodling and on themselves and peeing on themselves. And then, you know, he said, we had grace, we had style, conversation. And then he grabbed his hand like he was texting on the phone, meaning they're just reading line strips, incriminating information against them, which why they can't call the cops on nobody. That's just a free-for-all. Like, they got sent, that's what they're doing. They're sending them to washing, that's their way of washing their hands. You know, feel me? But he said, we had style, we had conversation, not this beep, 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 beep. And what does that mean? Texting. Y'all have a good night. You feel me? Like, we're not suffering. You know what I mean? And for my mans and them, like my family, you feel me? Like y'all come and see a nigga sometime. You feel me? Like it's been a minute, it's been a while. Is you know what I mean? Like, come see a nigga sometime. You feel me? Like, I haven't been on campus and like what? Because I had to pretty much get rid of a lot of stuff on campus by speaking up and advocating and stuff like that. But they getting rid of it, you know what I mean? So I'll be back on TCC like nothing, you feel me, in a minute. You feel me? That's a beautiful campus, you know. And what I did right there with the with our country affected all the schools. You get what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. And then right now we're just ready for this getting prepared for the second Exodus. But it's a lot of things. It's a lot of people that's coming to teach. It's a lot of family that's coming, like, because last time I was back east, you know, even my primo was like, hey, you know, we already knew about you, but we had to let you do your thing, because, you know, like it was obviously it was dangerous. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had to take the course that I had to take. But once everything happened and they seen it, even when I was doing that 15-bit, they was like, I was interrupting the towers even in there. I was interrupting it even in there. I kept on. I was, oh my goodness, you know. So it was even their intercoms. Like, it was it was a lot of paranormal activity. So they you know, they knew it was a lot of believers in there too. I could have got married like 5 times, you feel me? But blessings, you know, like I heard every story in there. And I'm waiting patiently, you know, for this court process. I've been prepared to talk to the news, you know, and it's just it's a blessing. It's more of a blessing. You get not lost for words, because you know, you tend to think before you talk, but it's a blessing. It's just so much that has happened, and that it's like, you know what I mean? But life goes on. We go on. You feel me? We progress. You know what I mean? And I'm finna make sure that happens, because I got a description that I'm doing naturally, and I want to make sure, you know what I mean, that everything is done. So blessings to y'all. You know what I mean? And to my Wonder Womans, my concubines, I love y'all. I love the death out of y'all. You feel me? Like y'all stay good. Y'all stay united. I want y'all to really know each other, to really be in communication with each other, and a lot of things like that. And I'm finna get ready for night. You feel me? Night time. Maybe finish watching you know, Central Intelligence or something. You know what I mean? Finish doing that. Y'all want to see me be how I did saving money? I took it back. Bam. Got the 501s right there. Hand washed them, and got the Dickinators right there. Got the other ones right here. Got all that right there. Bam. Hold on. And just sitting back doing it. And these, I want to see if I can make these way better. Way better. Because these is custom, but I want to see if I can make them like way better, or have them made better, maybe, you know what I mean? But I seen Joe, so I seen how Joe was doing his. I was like, oh, hold on, let me get on this one, and let me see how this one is done, and have my own style. You get what I'm saying? But just the first fruits of something that, you know, somebody that's more into that, they can just be invested in, and just be more, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's you know, but things happen, you know what I mean? And it's a good thing. But I'm enjoying it. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a beautiful night, you know. And it was a pleasure talking with y'all. I really needed to read that though. Y'all can see, like, towards the end, I'm like, dang, you know what I mean? Because I needed to get that out. Y'all already speaking on it, so I needed to just go into details. Like, yeah, y'all seeking, so I'm finna go into some details and let y'all know what it is, you know, what it is, and what it's always gonna be, and what it should have been, you know what I mean? So just correcting it, you know. So pleasure.